Hey guys, I am Rahul Maheshwari and I welcome all of you to Web Dev series by IST. So today we will be going ahead with basics of CSS. So first of all, we want to know what CSS is. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. In this, we can see one word, style. Style means we have to make something more attractive, we have to make something more beautiful, or we have to make something in such a manner that it looks more good, more prettier, and more beautiful as well. So, in our website, CSS has the major role for designing something. So, it is little bit of theory. CSS is the language we use to style an HTML document, and CSS describes how HTML elements should be displayed on the user screen. So, what is the meaning of that? Just take the daily life example. Assume there is one car. So, the structure of that car. The structure of that car is somewhat equal to HTML, the designing of that car, that how that car will look, the color of that car, the attraction towards the car, that is CSS. And the engine part, how that car will work actually, that is JS part. JS stands for JavaScript. So all these things we have just interrelated with car, and as you can think like that, structure resembles to HTML, CSS resembles to the designing or making something more attractive or making something more beautiful, and JS resembles to the working of that website. So now we can just go ahead with what is CSS. CSS describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen, paper, or in other media. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at just once. External style sheets are stored in CSS files. What these things are, I will be explaining this. But before that, I will be giving some demonstration via code the types of CSS. There are three types of CSS: inline, internal, and external. I will just go to my VS Code. This is the VS Code. VS Code is just a code editor where we can edit our codes and where we can implement our codes. I just create one simple file, give it some random name. I just give it basic.html. Okay, basic.html I have given. Now what I have to do is I have to just press shift 1 and this emit abbreviation will come. You have to hit enter. After that you will get this boilerplate. This whole thing is said as boilerplate. Now for my website I have to give some title that will just pop up at the top of our screen. We can just give it as basic CSS. Any name you can give as per your wish. Now what I will do is I will just take one random tag. Tag means something you have to give in such a manner that all of your codes will be get implemented by that. Just like assume you have to give heading for your website. So for that h1 tag is there. Here h stands for heading. H, okay. I have just written H and VS Code is giving me the suggestion H1, H2, H3, 4, 5, 6, HDR, header, like many things are there. So H1 to H6, there are 6 types of heading we can use. The basic difference in this H1 to H6 is only the font size. We can also change the font size and it doesn't matter if we use the default one as well. Wait, I just show you by code. H1 I am using H1. Okay, this is the opening tag and this one is the closing tag. Closing tag is just like there will be one backslash and the H1 tag will be there. So this is left side is opening and right side is closing tag. So you can write anything in this in between this. I just write welcome to IST web dev series. Okay, I have written this line, but now how would I get to know that this is implemented in my browser? For that, what you have to do is you have to just go to the extensions. Here you can just search for live server. Okay, live server is there. I have already installed it, so it is showing me uninstall. If it is not installed in your VS Code, you can just come to extensions, you can search for it, and you can install it very generally. And now I can just go to my code. Once you install it, at bottom you can see go live option. If go live option is not coming, then what you can do is you can just right click, open with live server. So it will be automatically get started at port 5500. Okay. Okay. Now my browser is working. Okay, welcome to IST Web Dev series. You can see this thing on my browser. But all these things are very fine, we know. But what is CSS here? We can just write simple line, right? We have written only the simple line. Now, there are three types of CSS as I said: inline, internal, external. Inline means we have to write the CSS, we have to style our components in such a manner that it just get implemented in one line. Okay, how to see that or how to write that? We have to first of all type style. See, VS Code is giving me the suggestion of style. If I write STY also, then VS Code will give me the suggestion style. Hit enter. After that, I want that my color of the text color should be blue. So I have written this. Control S save. You have to first of all save your file, then go to your browser. Okay, welcome to IST Web Dev series. The color is converted from black to blue. Okay, this was inline CSS. You can also think of background color. Background, I have written only back and it is giving me suggestion of background color. You can give blue, violet, any color you can give. Okay, it is changed. Now I just remove this and I save my file one more time and I go to my browser and I can see it is converted back to black color. Now what if I don't want to use inline CSS? For that purpose, internal CSS is there. And in internal CSS, we have to write our styling thing in just single file. Like in this file only, I will write my styling, but not with the tags. What I have to do, I have to just write style, hit enter. It will get implemented by opening and closing tags. Make sure that this style thing is below body or before body, or I can say this style thing should be above the body or below the body. Okay, but make sure it doesn't came in between the body, because it will not get implemented in your browser. So for this, now I will be using internal CSS. I will just set h1. Here my h1 is selector. Now I will write color, hit enter. Aquamarine I have taken, and background color I will just take brown color. It's fine, brown color. Control S save, go to your browser. Okay, it is changed. Welcome to IST Web Dev series. Okay, now let's assume I have to change the font size as well. Font size, I want some 50px. It is a bit larger, but okay, fine. You have to refresh your page and you can see font is also changed. If I make this as 5 pixel, it is very little. Like I am also not able to see it. I have to zoom it. Okay, once I am zooming it, I can see welcome to IST Web Dev series. Okay, so I just remove it. Now I can just go to my browser. Okay, it is just normal now. Fine. Now if I give one more tag, say h2, same thing. Okay, I just write some other thing. Hey, I am Rahul. Fine. Refresh. Okay, hey, I am Rahul. It is coming. Now I just change the tag in such a manner, or I just change this tag via internal CSS. I give designing color as chocolate, and background color should be some red. Any color you can give. Refresh it. It is changed. Sometimes after saving your file also, it is not implemented in your browser. For that purpose, you can just refresh your page. Now I have written h1, I have written h2 as well, and this both are just the heading tags. Now I just comment it out. or I can I will just say what comment is also, and now I just remove it. Backspace I have entered. Okay, it is now normal. Now, uh, two types of CSS we have seen: inline, internal. But what if some person doesn't want to use both of them, inline or internal, but he wants that he use all the CSS in some external file and implement that in our existing HTML file? Because if we use that, then our code will be very neat, and if we want to make some changes, then just we can go to that CSS file and we can implement our changes there. That is the major advantage of external CSS. So what I can do is I can just make one different file called, like, any random name you can give. I just give it as abc.css. Any name you can give. Okay. Now I take h1. H1 color should be blue. Background color should be pink. And for h2, I want that my text align is used for aligning our text. It should be center. Now I just go to my browser, I refresh it, but nothing is changed here. Why so? Because till now I haven't used this code, or I haven't joined this code with my HTML file. For joining this, what I will do, like in head, what we have to do, I have to write link colon CSS. But if you write link also, then VS Code will give you the solutions, and link.css, link colon CSS is there. You have to tap on it. After that, you have to give name of that file, or you have to give path of that file. Now my basic.html and abc.css both are in same folder, so path will be also same. So I am just writing the name of that file, abc.css. I have to save this file. I have to go to my browser. I have to refresh it. Okay, my first h1 tag was color, text color is changed, background color is changed, and for h2 my text is aligned to the center of my screen. So this is what the power of external CSS. Like, we can write anything here, and we can implement that by joining this both the files by link colon CSS, and the result is in front of you. Now I just remove this link.css. I go to my browser and I can see it is back to normal stage. Now I just write one p tag. P stands for paragraph. Give some name, like random paragraph you have to write. For this, what you can give, you can take lorem, or any random number you have to give. Like if you want 25 words, then you can just type 25, hit enter, and you will get 25 random words which doesn't have any meaning. They are very random. If you want this in a systematic way, then what you can do is you can just type alt plus z. This will come in a systematic manner, and you can see on various lines. Okay, just I write lorem 50 one more time. Okay, but it is not coming now because I have written in different manner. Like once you are done with lorem, you can't write lorem one more time, or you can just remove this and you can write lorem 50. Okay, now it is coming. Fine. But make sure once you are done with the lorem, you don't edit this, otherwise it will not come. Fine. You can go to the browser. Okay, now you can see the random text is there with 50 words. Okay, now what you have to do is I have given you the basic knowledge of types of CSS: inline, internal, and external. Now we want that we can change each and everything in our code, and not by styling. I have said h1 I have taken, h2 I have taken, p I have taken. I have just written like some 7 to 8 lines of code. But what if you are making some very big website, and in that many tags will be there, many paragraphs will be there, many containers will be there, many heading tags will be there, like thousands of code, like thousands line of code will be there. So you can't do all these things in such a manner that, like, taking h1 then designing it, taking h2 then designing it, taking p then designing it. Like, it will take a lot amount of time. So for that we have selectors. Like, there are various type of selector, we will see one by one. There is something called group selector. which is denoted by star. When you use star, I am doing all this thing in this tile. This means I am using internal CSS. So for this star, what you can do is you can just write some color. Color you can give crimson. When you are styling via star, or when you are styling via group selector, the star is called group selector. Okay. When you are styling via group selector, everything in your body will be getting changed. Everything in your body will be getting affected. Okay. I just save this file and go to my browser. I refresh my page and you can see each and everything is changed to the color of crimson. Now, but I don't want this. I want that my just H1 and H2 get affected. For this, what we can do, we can just remove this. We can use group selector. Group means whatever we want, we can use that. H1, H2. Now, color for this should be crimson. Any color you can get, I am using crimson. Refresh your page. Okay. Paragraph is not affected yet, but my H1 and H2 tags are affected. So this means by using group selector, you can implement, or you can implement your CSS in such a manner that it just affect the parts for which selectors you are taking. H1, H2 both are selectors. Color is the property of the selector, and crimson is the property value. Okay, selector means something which we are including via tags. Like H1 is tag here. Selector means we have to select this, and selectors are having property and property values. So color is property, value or property value we can say is crimson for this color. Okay, now just make sure that you use these parts in such a manner that it doesn't get messed up. Like just assume there is one more H2 tag and you write some random text, lorem 12, I'm just giving random words. Okay, you just go to your browser. Now you can see, just refresh your page. Now you can see this is also H2 tag, this is also H2 tag. Both are getting changed, but I don't want this. I just want that, hey, I am Rahul. This code only gets changed and this H2 doesn't change. But what should I do now? I remove this. For this, we can use class and IDs. Class is a class selector, ID is the ID selector. For class, I can just give H2, A I can give. For this, I can give class H2B. Any name you can give for your class. Now, what we can do for implementing our CSS for classes, we have to use dot H2A. Because my class name is H2A for this H2. So I am giving, you can give any name to your class. It doesn't matter if I'm using H2, so H2A should be there. It can be any random name. But make sure it looks professional. So it should be any good name you have to give. Now .h2a you have used. So the color of this H2 should be dark blue. I go to my browser. Okay, now you can see it is implemented here. Hey, I am Rahul. But if you are not able to see it, I just change the background color as well. Background color to dark goldenrod. Okay, now it is changed. Fine. Now it's changed here. Now I just change to H2B as well. Color should be dark green and the background color should be a dark orange. Okay, I haven't taken dark orange, I take dark orange. And text align should be center. Like my text should be aligned to center. Okay, it's fine. You can see color is changed, text color is changed, background is also changed, and my text is aligned to the center. Fine. So you can see that this is the power of class selector. Now there is one more way you can write this class selector. What you can do is you can write the name of the tag also, H2, or we can say name of that selector, H2.H2B. If you write H2.H2B or you write .H2B, it doesn't matter, it is fine. But there may be the problem, like if you are using same class name, just assume I am using H2B here also. Okay, I'm using h2b here also, h2b here also, but and I remove this also now, h2 for the time being. I go to okay, I go to my browser and you can see both are having the same color, same background color, same text alienation, everything. For this purpose, what we have to take, we have to give class name. We have to give the class name like h2.h2b, and here we have to give h1.h2b. Means you have to give selector name. I think I have said wrong before. It is selector name h1.h2b, h2.h2b. Now you can go to your browser, you can refresh your page. Still, it is not changing. What is the reason for that? We have to see. Okay, it is h2. It is h2. I have used h1 here. Fine. I can just go to my browser. I can refresh it. Still, it is not changed. What is the issue? I have to go here. I have to see h2.h2b. Here also h2.h2b. Okay, both are having same name. Now, what's the problem? If both the classes are having same name, then the thing which is written after, or we can say the thing which is written very newly or at the very bottom, that is given the preference. So now what I do, I just remove this as h3. I just give this tag as h3, and here also I just give as h3. Fine. I just go to my browser. Now I just refresh my page. Now you can see it is having different properties. It is also having different properties. So the main thing why I have done that error, so that you get to know what is the basic difference of giving same class name, different class name, why when we have to use dot class name, when we have to use selector dot class name. Okay. Now instead of class, you can also use ID. Instead of class, you can also use ID. Now I just remove this and I write ID. Now same thing you have done, but instead of dot for IDs, we have to use hashtag. Hash, here also hash. Go to your browser. First of all, save your file, then go to your browser, refresh it, and same output you are getting. Okay. The one thing, if you are implementing your code here, you are writing your code here, and after saving the file, if it is not changing in the browser, make sure you refresh the page. Once you refresh it, the code will be implemented properly. Okay. So we have seen what CSS is, why there is the need of CSS. We have taken the daily life car example as well. We have discussed types of CSS. We have seen syntax, first selector, then selector value, sorry, selector, then selector property, and that selector property is having selector property value, that we have seen. Now we have seen selectors, we have seen class selector, ID selector, group selector, all selector, which is denoted by star. Now I will show you something called comments. uh, I think you have learned C++, C, Java, Python. In that also there is something called comment. Comment is not relevant to our code, but if some other person is viewing our code, then he or she should be getting why we are writing that particular sentence, why we are writing that particular code. So comments are having their own advantages. For this web dev also, comments are having their major role. I just write some random comment. Hello, how are you? This is just random comment. What you have to do, you have to, after writing this line, you have to press backspace. Oh, sorry, you have to enter space bar. You have to enter space bar. Then what you have to do, you have to type control and backslash. You have to just hit control and backslash simultaneously. Okay, and it will get comment. So you can see there is one symbol, then this emit abbreviation, minus minus, hello, how are you, minus minus, and all these things are there. So this is the way we can comment out our sentences, but this is in our body. When same thing I write it here, hello, how are you? Okay, same thing, I have given space, then control, and then question mark or backslash, I can say. Okay, you can see here backslash star my sentence star backslash. Here it was not like that. Less than or then this emit minus minus, hello, how are you, minus minus, then greater than sign. So this and this both are comments, but both are having different formats of or we can say both are having different behaviors in style and in body. So this we can say like comments are having their own advantages and their own advantages in the manner we can say, like when we are using style, we have to write something. Okay, I am aligning this center. Aligning this text to center means when I comment it out, like I can write, I am aligning my text to center because I like it. Anything, and I just comment it out. So in the styling part, I am writing this comment because if some user who is viewing my code want to see why I have aligned my center, then he or she can just think like, okay, the person who I made this code is liking that his text should be on center, so I've written this. And when I just come to my body, so why I have used lorem 50, so he or she can just, okay, it's fine, like his it is his or her choice, it doesn't matter. So this all things are just comments are in such, we give it. If someone else is viewing our code, then he or she should be knowing why we are writing the comments, and both are having different formats in style and body. So till now what we have learned, what is CSS, what is the need of CSS, we have seen the example of daily life car, types of CSS, inline, internal, external, syntax of CSS, selectors, group by selector, all selector, class selector, ID selector, and at last we have seen comments. So I'll see you in next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, thank you.